What's up, guys? We're back. It's a new video from TVP World. It's like a Polish news station, but the caption says Azov scouts surprised the Russians. So that could be like 1 minute of this 10-minute video, or it could be the whole thing. I really don't know. But usually they've got some good shit, so I want to watch it. Real quick, before we jump into it, my name is Saxon. I go by Vegas here in Ukraine. I was in the International Legion, 1st Battalion, 1st Charlie 3. Okay. I'm all right, I promise. It's late, it's a long day. I was in 1st Bat, Charlie Company, 3rd Platoon. Thank you. I came in January of 2023 initially. I'm still in Ukraine. I'm no longer with the Legion. I'm with Azov, specifically Azov International Battalion. I've been with them for a handful of months now, and we are recruiting for this battalion in Azov. So if you are coming out to Ukraine, you are considering coming out, maybe you're already here, you just don't want to go to a shitty unit, hit us up over here at Azov. Trust me, you guys. Like I said, I was in the Legion, and I've seen a lot of different units in my time here in Ukraine, and it's very important to be in a good one. My email is linked down below. Feel free to email me. I'll get you an application, or just go straight to the website and hit join. When you click on the website, there's a big thing that says join, and it'll take you to the application. If you do go direct that route, let us know in the comments where you came from. If it was through me, Vegas, or from my channel, let us know. If it was from somebody else, let us know, so we have a frame of reference for where applicants are coming from. With that said, I will shut up, and let's see Azov surprise some Russian scouts.
Hello, I'm Jan Ślewiński, and this is Military Mind. Armed conflicts, defense and security, land, sea and air. We've got you covered. Early Monday morning, Russian forces launched a massive aerial assault on Ukraine, deploying more than 70 attack drones across multiple regions. Ukraine's Air Force successfully intercepted and destroyed 38 of them, preventing major destruction. While no casualties or significant damage was reported from the drone barrage, Russian artillery strikes in the Kherson region resulted in at least 1 fatality and 13 injuries. A day earlier, a Russian drone had targeted a civilian bus, leaving 5 people.
Take a look at this real quick, right? Dark red is Russia, blue, Ukraine. This light red part here is Ukraine territory that is Russian occupied. We will be going on the 3rd year of the war on the 22nd of this month. And this is all that the second largest military superpower in the world could take from Ukraine, who wasn't even on the top 50 list of military powers globally. So just take a second. This country has absolutely annihilated and held their ground and fought tooth and nail. And this massive country here, with, like I said, one of the biggest superpowers, could only manage to get this amount. Fucking embarrassment. Putin is an embarrassment. His entire country and the propaganda and his followers and his military are an embarrassment. Good shit on Ukraine. People, in the comments all the time, we say, the trolls come in and they're like, oh, well, that's why Ukraine's losing the war. They're going to be in this comment section, guaranteed. That's why Ukraine's losing the war. Things aren't looking great for Ukraine right now, to be very frank. But, in my opinion, this is already a huge win that a nation not even on the top 50 list of power could hold Russia. That's amazing.
Wounded, according to the regional military administration. Meanwhile, the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed that it had intercepted and destroyed 70 Ukrainian drones overnight across multiple regions. 100% accuracy. Who wouldn't believe that? These are the Russians saying this. They don't have Western systems like Ukraine does, and they are more accurate in intercepting drones. Anyway, among the reported targets was an oil refinery in the Volgograd region, where a fire broke out following the attack. Local authorities said that the flames were quickly contained, with no reported casualties. Ukrainian drones also struck a refinery in the Astrakhan region, though Russian officials confirmed that no one was wounded. Despite these incidents, power supply disruptions in Volgograd were minimal, with officials assuring that electricity in the city and surrounding areas remained stable. On the front line, Ukrainian troops face growing challenges in Pokrovsk, a critical supply hub in the Donetsk region, where Russian forces have adjusted their tactics in recent weeks. Instead of direct frontal assaults, Russian units have shifted to attacking Ukrainian flanks, attempting to encircle the city through a pincer movement. Russian forces now control the high ground around Pokrovsk, placing Ukrainian supply routes within range of their artillery and drones. Evolving battlefield conditions have led Ukraine to effectively lose control of Velika Novosilka. The town, previously a key defensive position, had...
You're talking about this. Pokrovsk is going to fall, in my opinion, because really what you see right here. The Russians are attacking from all angles that they can, and there's... it's just not worth another Bakhmut situation where we're just pumping in manpower and they're just dying it, because Russia will always win that. They have more people and more supplies. They can win the war of attrition. With that said, for those of you who don't know, most of you do at this point, but I typically support Trump in most of his policies when it comes to the United States. I voted for him the first election, his first election, and second. And this third one I did not, because of what I heard that he might do here in Ukraine. And in the first handful of days that he was president, he put a 90-day freeze on all foreign aid. That is Ukraine. That is billions and billions of dollars that is being, or not necessarily even dollars, but supplies and hardware, weapons, resources being frozen right now. So to me, that's heartbreaking, man. I was really holding out that Trump was going to make the right decision on this. And maybe he will, but Ukraine doesn't have 90 days of getting zero aid from the U.S.
been one of Russia's most notable territorial gains since the capture of Kurakhove in January. Ukrainian commanders confirmed that scattered units remain in the southern sector of Velika Novosilka, though military analysts have questioned the lack of a formal withdrawal order from the higher command. Let's move to recent developments in the Democratic Republic of Congo now, where the eastern city of Goma has become a focal point of intense conflict. Rwanda-backed M23 rebels have seized control of Goma, leading to significant military movements and a dire humanitarian situation. The M23 rebels, supported by Rwandan forces, launched an offensive on the 26th of January, capturing Goma and subsequently advancing towards Bukavu. The fall of Goma has heightened concerns about a potential escalation into a broader regional conflict reminiscent of past wars in the area. The conflict itself has resulted in substantial casualties. The DRC Health Ministry reported that hospital morgues in Goma are overwhelmed with individuals following the recent offensive. Now, we open today's episode with new footage showing a startling misfire. A Russian-launched missile, likely a Kh-22 intended for Ukraine, ended up landing in Russia's own Lipetsk region. This incident underscores a growing pattern of operational mistakes plaguing Russian forces, who have reportedly endured several similar miscalculations in recent weeks. These errors raise serious questions about command coordination and morale within the Russian military. Now, in the next video, you'll be able to witness an Azov recon platoon meticulously clearing ruined buildings and forcing Russian troops to surrender or face destruction. Their stance is uncompromising. Those who yield will live, while those who resist will perish. This approach has proven increasingly effective, with several Russian soldiers reportedly giving up rather than fighting to the bitter end. Notably, Azov scouts have been refining specialized infiltration tactics, further enhancing their impact on the battlefield.
Выходи! Оружие выкидывай! Не выходи! Выводи, тварь! Выкидывай оружие, выходи! Сколько вас человек?
Oh, we saw this, but...
Вылази, кидай оружие, вперед! Оружие, я не верю, что свои... Давай вылезай! Слово офицера даю, что не убью! Выкидывай оружие, теперь будешь жить! Давай, давай! Я слово офицера тебе дал! Я быстрее! Скажи, будет!
Вони виходять, ні?
Давай, давай, давай!
Быстрее!
Все, руки! Выходи, все, выходи, давай, я вижу, выходи! Быстрее! Направо, сразу направо!
Давай! Давай быстрее!
Давай!
Давай туда!
Направо!
Автоматы где у вас? Быстрее! Быстрее туда! Быстрее! Быстрее туда! Сколько в подвале еще? Встали нахуй! Где ваше оружие? Быстрее встали! Быстрее!
Все, уходим.
The fact that we saw this, like I said, but how he just casually pops that drone is absolutely crazy. Just turns, stabilizes on the side of that building, 1, 2, 3, and it just falls.
Сюда, да?
Да, давай.
Ага. Давай, быстрее.
Быстрее! Все, поехал.
And you gotta admit, this was a seriously tense moment. You never know what the enemy is going to do until they are disarmed and they put their hands in the air. Also, towards the end of the video, the mid-air intercept of a drone, quite impressive. Now we're going to move on to the next video, where you'll be able to see archive footage showing an operator from the Kraken unit engaging Russian positions with a Heckler & Koch MG5 machine gun during fierce street battles in Chasiv Yar, which, by the way, lies in the Donetsk region. The Kraken unit, operating under the command of the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, has gained notoriety for rapid infiltration and sustained pressure against enemy forces, often operating under intense urban combat conditions. The precise use of modern weaponry demonstrates both tactical skills and access to specialized resources. And we conclude today's episode with footage from south of Kherson city, near Potemkin Island, showing 2 Russian troops desperately attempting to hide in the ruins of a building from a Ukrainian FPV suicide drone. Now the drone finds its target with lethal accuracy, eliminating the Russians on impact. Recent reports from the Kherson region indicate a surge in Ukrainian infiltration raids, hitting Russian supply routes along the Dnipro River. And so another episode of Military Mind comes to a close.
Get fucked. Anyways, that was cool. I mean, we had seen that the Azov footage, but it never gets old seeing Russians get taken captive, and then seeing these soldiers pop drones out of the sky with a fucking rifle. Man, that's so crazy. Anyways, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, please. If you're coming to Ukraine, hit me up in my email or go straight to the website. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.